atmosphere. That's why they need a big house. Welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. Today, a couple of SEC teams get ready to square off in what ought to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker. As we'll see, the Ole Miss Rebels taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Well, you don't see this every day. They're lining up for an onside kick on the opening kickoff. They're going to get on that football, and what a job by the onside kick team to pull that one. First down for this offense. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Oh, it's on the ground. High ball. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. Offense set on first down. Handoff from the gun. One step wrap, two step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road, bragging rights, recruiting rights, all the stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? They'll run play action. Fires the pass, intercepted. Trying to take it back. The 30. He's at the 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Ole Miss. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
Yeah, and the free safety roaming the middle of the field, you can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders.
This shit, I can't stop this shit.
Step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wide.
Good fucking throw. Good fucking throw, Jim. I mean, Brian.
Down after a nice game.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful a reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy on the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation, now it becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
They go to the ground. Shakes off the tackle.
That's it right there.
Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different and give this offense something to think about.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Here's a quick
Hey, fucking reaction. Man, you know how long it took.
Behind the line of scrimmage, they'll lose yards on that one.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Michigan.
If you don't convert on this fourth down, there will be questions about passing on the field goal try. Wide receiver shows motion. On fourth down, looking for the completion.
Oh, Lord, we got to stop. Oh.
Line gets set, first down. They'll start this drive with a pass. He's got his man. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your
All
offense.
the help is on.
Go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield?
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Looking deep.
Oh, Lord.
This is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. They want to run this quarterback. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And guys, how many first downs is that? Just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows one or two more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by
Touchdown, Rebels! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And here's the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
And that pass picked off. Takes it the other way. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Ole Miss. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Power football with the run. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Ole Miss 21, Michigan 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll give it to the back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 for the first down. And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. They'll try the run. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Movement here from the tight end. On second down, just keeps firing. He'll get rid of it. Lost the defense, he's wide open. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. Runs through a tackle. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
They'll try to run it in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Really nice job by the defense, understanding first and goal. What do most people do on first and goal? They're going to try to run the football in. The defense says, nah, bro, not in my house. Nice job getting in the backfield, getting the stop.
Quarterback wants to throw.
Ah, fuck! I'm trying to get them. Good shit, boy.
Touchdown, Michigan! That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
He's down here. He does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield, and you lose the midfield. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost the race.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
On second down, looking again to throw. Gets it out quickly. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He'll do it himself. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to go option, and they're trying to put that defensive end in a bind, but he's just way too athletic, and he guessed right. The quarterback was keeping the ball. He knew it and was able to make the tackle in the backfield.
Using the quick game. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub.
He lets one fly deep. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. It's complete to the right.
Push him. Now we go, fuck. Where this shit been at?
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Gets it
oh, for real?
Zone, but there's a flag down.
These motherfuckers. Get up, bro.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Just going to keep it after the snap.
Face mask, huh?
Two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. You can't hear yourself think on third and goal. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He finds his man.
Goody. Can't see shit. Can't hear shit.
Good job by the defense keeping everything in front.
Great job keeping everything in front, and most importantly, making the
15.
back deep, knowing he's third and
We'll
long.
take that.
I got to get the guy on the ground. And
Undisciplined.
football. Nice job by the defense.
And the Rebels trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try the right side. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels.
Ball does help us.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. So a drive there of 85 yards. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he takes this from inside the 5.
Oh, tackle. Fuck him.
Really
Trash.
disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air.
Oh, right there. Good throw. Good throw. Good throw.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Wolverines will hustle to the line. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Still looking on the move. Lets it fly.
Oh, Lord, the boy's trash. All right. Got that bitch out.
How about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of
Ooh, look at that fucking speed. Lord. Ooh.
Hard on you as a defense. You got to guard longer.
Yeah, he locked in now. He locked in.
Did a nice job getting outside the pocket and getting into the big fella tight end.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver.
Ooh.
Going for 6 right there.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to meet a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. The throw. This time it's complete.
Short. There we go.
Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Looking to throw for it.
I ain't gonna mind that. Take the fucking field goal. Come on, man. Give me some time on this bitch. Ooh, we dropping his nuts. Can't stop him.
The quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. The ball falls incomplete.
Can't stop him.
Touchdown.
Ooh.
Nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this 2nd half we keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
From inside the 15, here comes the return.
That ball, trying to be cute.
Something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
Oh shit. I can't see a motherfucking thing.
Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a 1st down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal.
That ball, bitch.
Mode, try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official
history
says.
of that fucking play. This shit, boy.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On second down, looking to throw. He'll pull it down and run. At midfield, he's got room. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Gonna run it. It's Stewart.
You go down. What the fuck you doing?
Gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Wolverines will kick it away to crank up the second half. Oh, he's going to take a chance. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Trying to set the tone with the run. Not much there. He gets one to the 11. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Wants to fire on second down. Going to try to get it himself. When you've been around like this guy has, you know how valuable picking up the first down with your feet can be.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a first down.
Into a massive giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. He's got his man. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
They'll throw it on first down. He's going to run it. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
He's got him wide open. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper.
Oh, Lord, he's trying to hurt my quarterback.
Nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
How easy was that? I mean, when you got a quarterback that can run design runs like this and get you 5+ yards just and make it look that easy, God, it makes it really hard for the defenses to stop.
Try to get it to the edge. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
Well, they go with a toss play, and you see the patience this running back has. I love when he has the ball in his hands. He's just able to sort of feel out where defenders are. He's able to see the hole open up. Once he sees it, puts his foot in the ground and gets upfield. Nice carry.
They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here.
Fuck out my way.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try it over the left side.
Oh, I love it.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield, making the play.
Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Leaves it with the back. Able to get a couple on the play. He's down at the 9. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Pulls and fires complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
They bring him down. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
3rd and goal, and I like the play call. You're trying to run it in. You expect to be physical, but this offensive line just not getting the job done. They need more push.
Smashes it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Oregon State is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that hasn't been stopped since that group stepped off the bus. They're up by 21 over the Pandas. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, running back on the move. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Caught over the middle. It's Moffitt. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Gerbach or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Griese, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Looking to go up top on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Floating away. He'll fire to his right. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over
Oregon
17.
With Harbaugh in that thing.
Ready to send the offense onto the field. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board.
Here they come, needing 2 yards on second down from the 25. Tosses it incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that route, good coverage.
Defense not showing press coverage. Looking down the middle. Wide open downfield. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Here comes the offense on first down.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Ole Miss 31, Michigan 14.
The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Slings it downfield. It's caught. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Picks up the first down. Open runway ahead. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And the punishment has been extended.
And this kind of performance has to give this team so much confidence. Week 1, you go on the road into a hostile environment, and you put the beat down like this, this coaching staff is going to be happy on the ride home.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Michigan 14.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the middle mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Buys a little extra time. He's going to take off. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Here on third down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Touchdown, Rebels! What a great play
quarterback.
by the defense.
James quarterback.
With the interception return. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it.
14.
Going for the return. Nice job by the kickoff team, everybody.
Need stats. Change quarterbacks. Uh-oh. Here come Harbaugh.
Him at the 16. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football.
Oh, picked off.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
They're bringing heat. Hit hard
Oh, shit, we'll need them hits.
on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And the
freshmen
has started. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
Yeah, that bitch.
Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off.
Yeah, I've been getting my ass with the last whole season. I left South Carolina.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return.
Maybe you got to check the sentence and see if you got
ready to get that offense rolling
defensive.
Well, let's see if this drive goes better
Switch
than the
assist.
last one. They
Not
were
switch
in and
assist,
out
the other
quickly
one.
after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake.
If the shit was a pass, like a pass assist, whatever the fuck it is, I don't know. Go to sentence, and if it's off, then that's a while.
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Right down the middle. A strike downfield. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Find my guys quickly, know my matchups, get them the football, let them do the rest. So many playmakers now in football. I'm trying to get it to him as fast as possible so he can do that. Right after the catch, make guys miss, make beautiful plays.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Quick completion on the out. Open space at the 25. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
So I don't go man.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together.
And that one is picked up in the end zone. All bottled up, and now the ball is free.
Flick the ball to the man behind.
But they are still way behind. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
52, Michigan, 22.
Looking for daylight from inside his
What
20.
the hell?
Is tackled down at the 22. And the Ole Miss offense will take over 1st and 10.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the
Oh,
pressure.
Lord, you're trying to kill my
This
quarterback.
offense doesn't have to change a thing. They've done what they want in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Takes a hit as he fires.
Oh,
That
shit.
pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Tight end finds a soft spot. Discards him with the stiff arm.
That's cushion.
And
Okay,
another
cushion.
big game for
Okay,
this
cushion.
offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. On the move. Kept it, and he's past the marker. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
This offense all game long has been
Like the
running
fucking
really well.
ball.
I'm really impressed by how well they've recruited at the running back position. They've got some dynamic players.
Oh, what's the
Spelling
person?
each other, keeping each other fresh, and they're hurting this defense.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
It's complete. Touchdown, Rebels. And the beatdown has ensued. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got his man down the middle.
He's still ain't got the fucking hitter, but it's year 3.
Zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Scrambling away. He'll turn it
Good stop.
to the
Oh.
right. And that's going to be
You gotta do that to the rolling left.
Broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. Wants to throw on third. It's complete on the right side. Didn't get a whole lot of yards before he was stopped, but using the running back in the short passing game gives him a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Taking too long.
On second down, wants to throw it.
Taking too long.
Intercepted. A turnover for
pass.
the defense. Got some room to run. He's at the 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Yeah, they take more than a few seconds to pass up the seam.
Attempt to try. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Duke is darn near putting up video game numbers.
Where this shit been at?
Is a comfortable lead
Damn.
on the scoreboard. They're up by 24 over the Astronauts. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Taking too long off the
Wasting
seam.
no time throwing on this drive. And the
We got a
defense is
sack.
all over the
We got a
quarterback.
sack.
Down he goes.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum.
Yeah, just go to
positive, maybe something
user
in the line we
settings
can talk
and
about that didn't go wrong.
you got a chance to play the meta.
On second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Allison. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing.
Ball is picked off. He goes
Just stop running. We know what Michigan's turf, man.
And a great opportunity for his offense.
Yeah, probably stop and come back and
Inside
get
their own 5. You got to take care of
oversold.
the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. He wants to throw. He's taking a deep shot. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first.
It's the win, too.
Your
It's the
first
win throwing the ball.
He'll always remember this moment.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Final minute. This game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays.
Fucking win. Okay.
Because sending a statement to the future defenses down the road on the schedule, they're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
Quick strike complete. Finds a crease at
Good
the 20.
tackle.
Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. He caught it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up. He wants to pass it on second down. It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Rebels! And the route is on.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense.
Yeah, just trying something different, man. Just trying to figure out the best way to play it for 26. Like, a lot of people ain't like playing user, so we got all user games this year.
And they
Like them out there
desperately
with
wanted
26.
to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback.
We just,
And here comes the Michigan
Yeah.
offense back on the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an
just kind of slow it down a little bit. School about to start again, so just trying. Oh, he fumbled and got it right
He gets
back.
the ball back. He's also got enough for the first down. First down here for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. They make the stop, but that's
Trey
going to
Sings.
do it here as time has expired, and that'll just serve to pad the stats. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other.